Greetings and blessings from the Most High, Jah Rastafari. Crawford Ashley, the spiritual boxer. I'm going to talk about a little bit about my career. Somebody's asked me to talk about the Nunn fight. Well, that's it could be a very long story because there's a lot to the Nunn fight. Do you want to start, beginning, middle and end? Well, it started with a phone call from Frank Warren for me to go visit him because I just walked out on the Eastwood, Barney Eastwood. We had a deal and then he broke the deal, and that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. So I decided I wasn't going to box for him anymore and I was going to see my contract out. So I got this phone call from Frank Warren. I went down to see Frank and we've had a discussion, and he says that I can buy out my contract. He can buy it off Frank and off Barney Eastwood, and I told him not to bother. I said I'd rather sit it out than give him any money. The man's ripped me off enough. So Frank said alright. When I got home there was a phone call and I picked up, and Frank asked me if I'd like to fight for a world title. I says yeah. Can I do it upper middleweight? I says yeah. It worked out. It was about 21 days, 3 weeks away. And they were in America, and they were yeah, and they said is the kid I'm fighting is Michael Nunn. So straight away, this is my opportunity. Best pound for pound fighter in the world. I know nobody gave me a chance. The only person who believed he could win 100% was me. And that's what you need. You need to have that belief that you're capable of doing what you're supposed to do. And I believed I was. I believed I was going to be a world champion, and it actually held me in good stead. So I also never had a trainer now, so I've met Bob Padgett. Bob never wanted to train me. He ended up training me, and we ended up staying together to the end of my career. Because I think he's seen what boxing meant to me. I always went in there to win, I always went in there to give 100%, and I always believed in myself. And I also put the work in the gym, in training, always. So we've got ready for this fight. I've gone over to Memphis, and we was promised that they'd pick us up in the morning and take us to the gym. They never did. We was promised a set of scales, never got any. So I trained as hard as I could train while I was there. Bob had done a deal with the police, and we was using the police gym. So we was getting picked up by the police and dropped off in the gym, and then picked back up and dropped back at the hotel. We were locked in the gym. It was in that rough an area. But none of that bothered me. I was going over there and I was going to be a world champion. I were having fun. And then when I did the press conference before the fight, I was up there, and that was a weird experience because it was like I was sat there but I wasn't there. I was watching myself being a part of this, I don't know, circus. And there was a massive audience there, and they were asking Nunn a question about his next fight. And the kid who we were supposed to be fighting next was sat down in the audience, and them two started having an argument. So I said, I don't know what you two are arguing for, he's got to get past me first. And they all stopped and said, oh yeah, let's hear from Crawford. So I stood up and I said, I don't know what these two are on about, but I haven't come all this way to lose. And then Nunn got up and started going on into a rant. So I just sat back down. I wasn't bothered. You know, we're fighting tomorrow or whenever we were fighting, a couple of days' time. Why am I going to get agitated now? For what reason? And then this was going backwards 3 or 4 times. I know it's been recorded, so somebody's got it somewhere. So if anybody knows of anybody, stick it up. And I remember Angelo Dundee, I just lost all respect for him. Stood up and says, I think Crawford's hair is dangerous, I want it cutting. I just got up and I looked at him and I just said, the only thing that's dangerous about me are these. If you want me hair cutting, there's no fight. And I just sat back down. Not interested anymore. You know, this is wrong. But they try and do anything to knock your, confidence, or to put you on the back foot, to rile you, to get something out of you. Because boxing's about control, so if you can control everything that's going on, not can affect you. So he was worried, was Dundee, after that, because he realised, I ain't here to play, I ain't here for the money, I'm here for the fight and I'm here to win. And then we box and walk into the ring, I'm getting verbally abused, they're going to lynch me if I win. And I'm just thinking, you lot are idiot, he's blacker than me, but you're going to lynch me, nigger. That's what was the call, no? And it's like, these voices in my head are just, these lot are idiots. And it's like, I've gone to the ring, we fought, and it was like halfway through, I think it was the 3rd round, I could hear people shouting for me. And that was weird, because I'm in his backyard, and I'd say 99% of the people in there were for him. And I'm getting people shouting for me. And then I can remember round 5, I get put down. And I just thought, no, you're not going to beat me, man. But the pain, ooh, them body shots hurt. And every time I was put down, I just had to get back up. And people ask me, why did I get back up? I can't tell you. I wish I knew. But like I said, that belief in my mind was I was going to win that fight. And because of the 3 knockdown rule was in effect. And if you watch it, right at the end when he puts me down, just as the bell rings, I just look at my brother and go, I've blown it. Because I believed that was my only chance for a world title fight. And I got up, walked over to him, and he grabbed me and he started tapping me on the head. I just think, can't you whip me friggin' enough today? You know, but that was life. And there was a part in the fight that I won't forget. Carl King, Don King's son, was talking to me before, telling me how they wanted me to win and how they got plans for me and all this lot, and how they don't like Nunn. And when I'm in the fight, I can hear him shouting for Nunn to kill me. Kill him, Michael! I'm on the ropes and I just turn around and I catch his eye and I just wink and I come fighting off the ropes. And I just remember that. His face, it was a picture. Because if I'd have pulled it off, he'd have come over thinking he could sign me up like I'm some kind of idiot, like I never heard him in the ring. Anyway, that was that one. And then, after the fight, there's a press conference after the fight. And I've got showered, I got changed. And I've walked out onto the stage. And as I walked out, Michael Nunn stood up. And all the other boxers, and there were about 4 or 5 world champions, stood up and gave me a standing applause. And in that moment, I'd realised I had arrived. I was at the top with the elite. I'd achieved what I wanted to achieve. Basically, that I can hold my own in the ring with the best. That's all I ever wanted to be able to do. To be able to stand in there and hold my own. and I did. And I'm happy about that. Anyway, I hope that was an enjoyable little story. I could have expanded it. There was a load of more little incidents, but most people just get bored. Yeah, just smiling. But like I say, with the strokes, the pull. When I watch these kids who go over to fight away fights and then they don't perform, I just think, what strokes have the promoters pulled on them? You know, there's so many different ones phoning you up in the middle of the night. You know, loads could go into loads of the strokes that they pull, but they might give promoters over here ideas to do it to the away fighters. And the only people who are getting robbed and getting cheated are the fans. We don't want that. But that's how life is. Anyway, till tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like and please subscribe. If you hit the bell button, bong, you get notified when I come up. And to help me out a lot, all you have to do is hit the like button. Anyway, thank you for your time and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you another time. Bye.